What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and we did some things. We built some more Delaciums up on our account. Gonna keep them at level 100 because honestly, giving them levels doesn't really matter. What we really want from them is at the end of every single round, when a round ends, replicates 3 random dots or attribute reduction effects from one random enemy to the other 2. So what we want to try to do is we want to prioritize as many of these dots being focused on the basic attack, the burn and the poison here, that are going to be dealing damage based on 40% of Geester's damage. Now he is going to get some active abilities on, which this is why I'm like, it's really weird because I don't think he can perform as good as Ithqua in this situation, just because it's only his basic that does it like this, which I guess maybe was like their way of balancing this hero out. I don't know. I really don't know. If anything, maybe we should like sublime his basic attack. It's an extra 10% on both portions of it. But this is what we're going to run. 3 Delaciums. We're going to run a Heart Watcher. And we're going to drop the Queen. You might be like, Barry, why are you dropping the Queen? Well, Queen has debuffs that we don't want to replicate. She is providing 20% all damage dealt, and she is a giant killer copy, but I think this is the best we can actually do right now for this type of team. And again, it's not fair to kind of compare it to our other damage dealing teams, because like all the other ones have had giant killers, like all the other 4 things we've done, even our Vesa team, like I think our Vesa team outperformed this as well. But we're gonna go in here, we're gonna test one time with this Delacium team. Hopefully the Delaciums can live too. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to, since Freya provides shields, and I mean they're still at like 63 million HP, so I'm thinking this will work. And I guess we keep the Phoenix going too, just because we want a burn and a poison on them at all times, I think. And again, yeah, basic attacks are perfectly fine. Yeah, the shielding from her seems fine. And so what we're going to see is we're going to see this poison stack and burn stack go crazy high up through the roof. That is the whole point of having these 3 Delaciums. On top of that, we're replicating the attack debuff from Heart Watcher, so they're going to do next to no damage. But you can see here, this one in the front has 40 stacks of the burn. This one in the back has 29 stacks of the poison. So we're going to see what these numbers actually stack up to. And this is the power of Delacium. Looking good so far. I mean, I feel like it's getting really laggy with all these end of turn effects. And it really comes down to replicating these basic attacks here. Oh my god, the game's getting so laggy. And again, it's really good that he gets 2 rounds of basics. Oh my god, this is like gonna crash my game. He's not even doing a basic animation for some reason here. I don't know why, but you can see these stacks are getting pretty crazy here, right? So that's the active ability. It does give damage, but like it's not giving the damage we really want in reality. Okay, here we go. We got a Phoenix buff. Oh god, it didn't hit him. Like his basic attack is doing a lot of damage. I am at, oh my god, look at these stacks. Do you see how high these stacks are? The game is literally crashing at this point on me. Oh my god, I can't. It's 122, 132, 114. That's interesting to see these stacks going up through the roof. Like, I don't even know the type of damage numbers we're going to pull here, but this is interesting. Please. I don't think the Phoenix hit him very often, and we don't even get to see his basic attack, really. It's just there's a constant stream of dot damage numbers going on screen. 139, 136. I mean, that was really bad. That was absolutely horrible. Oh my god. And I think it's because you're not getting those high potent damage stacks like you do with Ithqua. That was embarrassing low when it comes to damage. Even though there's all these stacks built up and everything, it's just not great. And I think that it might be the way it balances out, because for those of you guys who don't know Ithqua here, Ithqua just has a passive that says her normal and active abilities both poison and bleed the target for 50% of the damage they deal, which means her big active ability, which is very, very strong, it can hit multiple targets and you'll be in a good situation here. The downside of this hero, even with all his power and everything, is that his active ability puts these little piddly tiny little poisons based on his attack value, and that is not great. You don't want dots that deal damage based on your attack value. You want dots that deal damage based on the damage you deal. Why? Because you're affected by things like Drake, you're affected things by Heartwatcher marks, you're affected by things like the Antlers cane we're running on him too, because if you see in this lineup, as the battle goes on, this Antlers cane scales up even higher and higher and higher and starts doing some crazy damage numbers. And then when you combine them with, you know, Delacium, we probably have some really good videos on this channel from way back showing off the Ithaca Delacium army. And this is just not the way to go anymore, it seems like. It seems like this is absolutely a horrible way to go. Like, absolutely horrible. He has 800% attack here versus, like, I mean, even his base attack even does more damage, but it only does damage to one target versus this one dealing damage to 2 targets. So in reality, this is lower. I don't know if we could get a Delacium style setup working for him, but we might have to try to make it work. I don't think this is the method though. I think this formation is definitely a big old L. And I don't think he even compares to Ithaca. You put in an Ithaca with, like, even not Giant Killer in the same setup, she's probably going to crush it. And I wish I could show that to you right now. I wish I had one more attempt right now as a comparison. But maybe we'll have to show that in a future kind of segment of this, because it's just not going to work right here. So overall, not as good of a PvE damage dealer as I was hoping. I wasn't thinking he was going to be absolutely amazing as a damage dealer. Like, I was hoping this could be good, but it's just such a weird ability the way he works out. The one thing he does have is tons of, like, self-healing and such, and dealing damage to, like, multiple targets, and we'll have to see how he actually plays out in other game modes. My holdout here is that his core is still what is going to make him actually useful on our teams. Dealing bonus damage, your allies dealing bonus damage based on them having a poison and a burn on them. That could be really, really good. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Sorry it did not work out. We'll find another way to test him out. Maybe we'll throw him into broken spaces after this as well, to see how he can do. And maybe then we can actually show a one-to-one comparison on a broken spaces level where he doesn't do crazy damage between these two heroes. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.